Hi, Mark Gordon with GoldenTicker.com on Monday, March the 14th, 2011. Taking a look at the NASDAQ today, down 0.54%, losing support here at the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average, several days ago, and also lost support on this lower trend line here, and appears to be heading to this green dotted line, which is the 100-day moving average. So the NASDAQ kind of falling apart here. And volume was not too bad today. Last couple of days we've had light volume, so maybe we'll stabilize down here. And obviously the earthquakes and tsunamis that have hit Japan have been horrific, and my thoughts and prayers go out to all the Japanese people. And the effects on their stock market has been quite bad. Here's the EWJ. This is a exchange traded fund that trades in Japan, and here today we gapped down below the 200-day moving average on tremendous volume, so no support at all for stocks in Japan, down 7% today. And then on Friday gapped down further below the 50-day moving average, this blue line here. Kind of held here at the 100-day, hoping to get to some support here, but did not today, gapping way down on huge volume. And this is Thursday. The news broke in between markets here, and opened on a gap here. So Japan shares in free fall. And here's a chart of the NLR. This is an exchange traded fund that trades nuclear energy related stocks, and you can see it's been in a nice uptrend here, going from about $20 here back in September on up to a high of almost $28 here last month, and then pulling back a bit, but getting support down here at the 50-day moving average. But since this crisis broke and it was evident that several nuclear power plants were in trouble, it began to fall. Not so bad though, a couple down days. Here's Friday's close here, and support here at the 100-day moving average. But as news came out over the weekend that at least 2 of the reactors were in meltdown mode, now it's come out that there are 3 reactors melting down. This really had a hard time here today, down almost 12%. And just a wild swing down at the lows here. Looks like we were down over 20% on tremendous volume. So nuclear stocks are in big trouble. Now, as nuclear energy becomes questionable for the future of Japan and maybe even other parts of the world, this is the biggest nuclear accident in world history. And today, this is an exchange traded fund that trades coal shares, and coal got a bid today on a nice pickup in volume and a gap here, and up 2.36%, closing just above the 50-day moving average. So this is a very bullish little breakout here with a gap. So possibly coal shares will benefit and maybe replace nuclear, some of the nuclear capabilities, and start an uptrend. We're a little early here. We did get support down here at the 50-day moving average here on Friday. Testing that could be the makings of a nice cup-shaped pattern here. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out, but coal got a nice bid today. And one of the coal stocks that got a nice run up today on pickup in volume was Yangsao Coal, and this is a Chinese coal company, and was up 4.36% on a really good pickup in volume and a nice gap up above the 50-day moving average, coming back here, testing this little handle here. So Yangsao Coal getting a nice bid. And here's a Chinese solar company. This is Jinko Solar. Solar company is getting a nice bid today too, on a possible replacement for nuclear energy here. On a pickup in volume, gapping up 9.77%. Had been falling quite precipitously here for the last several weeks. So this might be the start of something here. And here's the exchange traded fund, up 5.43% on a really big pickup in volume here. Some of the biggest up volume, actually the biggest up volume since October here. And coming up off the bottom, had a really sharp sell-off here the last couple of weeks. So too early to tell, but that's a really substantial gap here on some really good volume. So solar stocks possibly coming alive here, and ETFs kind of spread your risk out. So might be a good way to trade that if we get a trend going here. Here's a Chinese solar company, Trina Solar, getting a nice big gap up, and on a real nice pickup in volume here. Biggest up volume in, well, it's off the charts here, and up 7.3%. Another big volume mover was Gulfport Energy, up 13.68% today on tremendous volume, gapping higher, almost to a new closing high here, bouncing off the 50-day moving average. So really good bounce here, and breaking this downtrend substantially. And Gulfport Energy is oil and gas related, oil and natural gas related, and they're down in Louisiana, West and West Texas. So today the theme of some of the up volume movers and the big movers today has been alternative energies to nuclear because of this disaster. So this might be a trend that is starting to take shape here. And here's a chart of Cameco. They're a uranium miner, and they are in big trouble. Huge, tremendous volume here. Big gap down, losing 12.73% today. And Cameco had been falling actually even before the earthquakes in Japan, and had lost its 50-day moving average here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sessions ago, and on a pickup in volume here. So acting very poorly here. And last but not least, here's Peabody Energy, a coal-related stock, up 3.37% today on some nice volume here, bouncing up off of the 50-day moving average, getting held back here at the 21-day line. You know, we're a little early here, but this might be a trend that is developing, alternative energy plays outside of nuclear. As Japan needs to rebuild and needs to obviously solve its energy problems, as many as 6 reactors could be going down, and they need to import their energy if they can't manufacture it there. So it might put upward pressure on oil, coal, solar might get a benefit and all that. So just something to think about and to keep an eye on, as this crisis in Japan could have global geopolitical and global financial implications that are a little hazy to see right now. So it's best to keep an eye on this. I'll certainly update what I know.